Outlet Liquor is your place to buy a case. Stock up and save when you shop the lowest prices available every day at Outlet Liquor. You never have to wait for a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Only at Outlet Liquor.
What's your outlet?
Welcome, everybody, to another sad edition of I'll Hang Up and Listen. I am your host from Two Goalies on a Mic, Duane Steinell. And the Sabres get shut out 3-0 on Kids Day. It's bad enough the attendance is piss poor. We get shut out on Kids Day. But I'm not going to be completely nothing but negative here because the Sabres didn't play a bad game. They didn't. It was very reminiscent of playing the Devils back in the day, a team that wasn't making many mistakes, wasn't giving you much space, freedom to, do much offensively. They didn't play a physical game. Like, we actually out-hit them and honestly outplayed them physically much throughout the game. And the chances we did get, we couldn't bury. And Cal Peterson played a good game. I know we all hate Cal Peterson. We're bitter about how the way things ended with him and the Sabres after we drafted him out of Notre Dame, and then he decided to forego signing a contract with us and then go sign as a college free agent with the Los Angeles Kings as like an understudy for Jonathan Quick, when Quick was kind of like still kind of in his prime, but leaving his prime. So with that being said, it sucks. It's a 1:00 matinee game. Everyone's kind of sitting around the house watching, hoping and praying that Buffalo can pull something out here, give us something to watch on a Sunday. But unfortunately, no, they lay an egg. Alex Tuch got hurt during the game near the end of the third period. That was a huge blow, especially when you're really trying to put your foot on the gas and, score a tying goal. He left the ice on his own power, but, went straight to the room. So unfortunately, Alex Tuch, who knows, like, I don't know if they've announced much of anything, what it looked like. It looked like a neck shoulder thing, maybe closer to the neck. It looked bad. It looked tough, but that's the type of player Alex Tuch is, man. He tried to buy himself time at the blue line, got a shot on net, lowered his head and went straight to the net looking for a rebound. He even got the rebound a little bit and just wasn't able to put it away for, to get that game tying goal. But with that being said, looking at the stat line here for, again, unfortunately, I'm just going to try and keep this short today just because I am going to see the Batman movie at 5:15. It's my second time seeing an unbelievable flick. If anybody gets a chance, they're bored the rest of this day today, Sunday, just go see that movie. It's unbelievable. It's my second time seeing it. Cal Peterson, 19 saves on 19 shots. Again, they didn't give Buffalo much to work with. It sucked. Like, that sucked. You want more chances in a game like that, but LA is a good hockey team. That was their 32nd win of the season for a reason. Unfortunately, came against the Buffalo Sabres when they're trying to, get their third in a row. So only, easy night for Cal Peterson. 19 saves on 19 shots, goals going to Dustin Brown on the empty net, and getting 2 goals tonight was Athanseo. I always butcher this guy's name, but Athanseo with the first 2 goals. First in the second period, he scored on a really good shot, went bar down on Dustin Tokarski's glove side, and scored on the empty net on a pass from Iafallo, Eden native from Western New York. It's always cool to see a guy, from the area come to Buffalo and play well. So he had himself a good game. Buffalo, on the other hand, not much to talk about in terms of offensive. I think the one player that stood out the most for me was Tage Thompson. Had a lot of, he had most of Buffalo's high danger chances. I believe the high danger chances, according to Natural Stat Trick, was like 8-7 in favor of Buffalo, maybe even. So they had their chances. It's just you weren't getting a ton of shots on net. And Dustin Tokarski had a good game. He didn't have a negative effect on this game, that's for sure. 29 saves on 30 shots. He did what he was asked to do, and it's just the Kings played a very shut down, disciplined game and didn't give Buffalo much of anything. You saw the return of lineup of Vinny Hinostroza. I hate that Vinny Hinostroza wears number 29, by the way. I thought that multiple times because, like, why can't that guy wear a different number? Why does it have to be number 29? A guy I would expect to be probably dealt at the deadline. Jacob Bryson on the blue line again with Darlene. They didn't have a bad game together. A guy that kind of stood out to me a little bit too. I know people dislike him. He didn't have a good game, but there were a couple times I even noticed Cody Eakin out there driving to the net and playing kind of more of a desperate style of hockey. So that's what I want to see. I don't want to see Cody Eakin. I want him gone down, but that's the type of hockey I want to see. When you do get the chances, you do get the puck on net, you lower your head and you get to the net and you look for those those garbage goals in front. Which you saw is what got Alex Tuch hurt. But that's the price of playing this game, the game of hockey. You're going to get hurt. You're going to take a beating going in the net. And hopefully, guys, like I said, hopefully Alex Tuch isn't seriously injured. But again, there's not a whole lot to talk about in terms of this team, what they did today. Still sit sixth in the Atlantic Division, falling to 18-32-8, unfortunately. And as I look at they have a lot of very difficult games coming up just on the horizon. You have the Panthers tomorrow at 7:00. I imagine we see hopefully Alex Tuch is back in the lineup. We'll see. If he's not, maybe you see a Jack Quinn call up. I know he's he's back playing at Rochester. We'll see. That would probably be a move that would make sense to me. And then right after that, the one game I think most Sabres fans that are watching this year have circled on their calendars, March 10th against the Vegas Golden Knights, the return of Jack Eichel. We will be interviewing Bucci himself, John Bucci-Cross from ESPN. He'll be on the show with us on March 9th, which is Wednesday, the day before. So, definitely keep your schedules open for that. Should be a fun episode. Bucci's an absolute wagon electric factory, so I'm excited to have him on. And then after that, March 13th, the Heritage Classic, Sunday in Hamilton against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm looking forward to it, but when you're playing two games like this against top end teams like the Golden Knights, I know they haven't been playing to their expectations or their own standard since Eichel's coming to the lineup, but it's just about a matter of time before that team starts rolling. That team's just way too talented to not really figure it out and get it together come playoff time. And then the Panthers, who have just been an absolute an absolute monster all season, even with the beginning of the season, losing their head coach with Joe Quenneville with the Chicago Blackhawks, Kyle Beach scandal. They haven't really missed a step, and they've been absolute great. That'll be a return of Sam Reinhart to Buffalo. And then the Oilers, you go on a little bit of a West Coast road trip against the Oilers on Thursday the 17th, and the Flames, and then the Canucks. So the little West Coast road trip. So with that being said, guys, the games that are to come are pretty tough. Pretty difficult. So, hopefully you can get 2 wins here, in these next 2 games between, or at least 1 win between Vegas and, between Vegas and the Florida Panthers, because, going into that outdoor game, we're already 0-2 in outdoor games. I really hate the Toronto Maple Leafs. That 5-1 win was the best game they played all season. So I want to really go into that game, hopefully fully healthy and able to get a win against Toronto and make Steve Dangle lose his fucking mind, because I hate the Leafs. We all hate the Leafs. The only player I honestly like on that entire roster, I don't hate Austin Matthews, but to me, he's like Matt Sundin. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, the late 90s, early 2000s, like you hate playing against that guy. And, but the one likable guy on that team that I do love is Jack Campbell. Unfortunately, he's having a rough month. I think it's more in his head. It's not ability. We've seen the guy has the ability to play with the top goalies in this league. So I think hopefully he gets it together at some point this season, hopefully not against Buffalo. Got a few comments here in the chat. Prayers for Tuck. Absolutely. That was a tough look. Good to see him get off on his own power. But yeah, definitely hope that he gets it together and is healthy and okay. And even if he even misses time, just a few games, I'd really like to see him back for that Vegas Golden Knight game, or at least the Heritage Classic game, because he is a huge piece to the puzzle that is this hockey team, and us winning any games the rest of the year. Any culmination of games. So. Another player that stood out to me today was Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner, was in around the net, making plays, being physical. And thank you, Let's Talk 716, Robbie, fan of the program. Thanks for hopping on, buddy. Hope the Sabres win tomorrow too. Go Sabres for sure. But with that being said, guys, I don't have a lot to say today. The Sabres didn't give us much to say. Hopefully they rest up the rest of this evening, get some good food in them, eat some chicken parm or something, and come out against the Florida Panthers tomorrow. A very, very, very good hockey team. I would expect that they would be in contention for the cup this year, and make a deep playoff run. Top to bottom, that team is great. So with that being said, guys, it's brought to you by Outlet Liquor, the place to buy a case over on Georgia Run Boulevard for all your game day needs. Make sure you get over to Outlet Liquor, and let's go Sabres.